Welcome back to the Fly Shop. It's fly tying February. It continues, and we're gonna tie a streamer today. Another thing that I created. This one's called the Fluffy Nutter. It's a really lightweight streamer that has a really big profile in the water, and it's easy to throw. Again, like we have a 5-weight through 9-weight in our arsenal, and this is a fly that you can throw on a 5-weight all the way up to a 9-weight, and it's not gonna like wear your shoulder out all day. So we're gonna dive right into it. I got a number 2 stinger hook, Gamakatsu. And we're doing white thread. This is gonna be the fly. It's gonna be kind of a pike fly, something to attract like a hardcore predator fish. So here we go. Oh, actually, we're gonna put a gold. Almost screwed up right there. We're gonna put a gold cone head on this. And even though it's going to have like a little weighted head, this fly is going to have like a really awesome neutral buoyancy when you work it in the water. So we're going to stack a bunch of thread here all the way down to the back of the shank. Whoa, easy. Shorten that up a little bit. Alright, and then I'm going to go till it hangs again about with the shank there. And then we're going to use some glue, good old glue, to seal that down. And Kip Tail is going to be our first material, and we're going to squeeze out a little bit. You don't need much. We're making a tail, so it doesn't have to be that long. Sorry, we're filming a rush hour. There we go. I'm just going to cut that even. And I'm going to tie it. I'm going to do my first couple of lashes pretty tight. And then again, I'm going to do that like kind of loose wrapping method so I don't stack a bunch of string up. Oh, let's come back and get that. We're going to go about to there. And then the next thing we're going to do is going to be some Flashabou Silver, Flashabou, or tinsel, whatever you got. You can do anything. And just put those back in the same spot. So we'll take, and we're going to turn 2 pieces into 4. This is going to be fun. I'm going to even that out. I'm going to get those, oops, come on. Those tied on one side. And then I'm going to come back here and I'm going to grab the other ends, even it out. And I'm trying to tie these on either side. And so we'll get those on. And then you grab the middle here. Work with me. Work with me. Oh, popped out. I'll edit this to where I look good. Oh, killing me, Smalls. There we go. Alright, and then we're going to tight wrap that down to the tail. And then throw a little glue on it. And then the next thing we're putting on is this awesome flat braid pink, like holographic. It's made by Metz. And I don't name shout too much, but Metz is the only people that I've seen make that. And we're gonna wrap this all the way up to the top. Right there. And then we're gonna wrap this. Try to keep these guys back. We're gonna wrap this pink all the way up. One more. Cinch this down. And we'll put a little dab of glue right there. Alright, our next component is this UV Polar Chenille UV Pearl. It's like hula skirt stuff, and it's kind of a pain to work with. It has like a grain to it, and so I like to like smooth it down and then use that grain, and that way you can tie it off, and you're never going to get all of them. And we're going to tie that down, and we're going to put a few wraps of this on, and you're going to wrap it, and like just kind of, it's kind of a pain. You just got to keep sucking it back and brushing it back. But it'll eventually like lay down. I'll show you. So we're gonna put about that much of it on. It's kind of like a bird's nest when you're working with this stuff, and you just have to have a little patience. All right, so we're gonna clip that, and then we're gonna like grab it all and kind of tie it back a little bit, and then tie it forward, and that'll keep it back, which will be nice. And then we're just gonna put just a little dab of glue right there. All right, now comes the fun stuff. Now we're gonna play with Muppet materials. Marabou blood quills. These things are super awesome. You want to get, I like the ones that are real floppy and they don't have a strong quill to them. Sometimes it's a smaller one, and you can still get a ton of material. So I'm like trying to like scrape this down to where I get these top quills here. Sometimes it's easier, lick your fingers and get them straightened out and like slick them back. And like slick these guys back. And then this is real delicate stuff. So we're gonna lay a couple wraps down and then pull that back, and then put a couple more wraps down. And then we're also gonna peel back some quills. I like to give myself like a little handle to work with. So you want to get it kind of tight, but don't break it off. And then again, we're just going to keep pulling it back, and it's going to get tangled, and pull them out. Lay it down, pull them out. Nice. And just spin a few of those on, and I think I'm gonna tie it off here. So throw it over, again. And again, pull back, tie it back a little bit, and then tie forward. All right, our next component is going to be some white Marabou. And we're going to kind of slick this down so it's out of the way. And then we're going to put on same kind of thing. Tie that on there, fold it back, tie it forward, and this will be the last feather we put on. So we're going to put a bunch of this on there. And if you just kind of keep combing it back, you can get it. And I'm going to tie it right there because my quill's getting pretty thick. Tie that down behind there's like a little quill right there. Tie that down behind it, and then we can come in and clip that. All right, one more component. Okay. All right, the next step, the next component we're putting on, and the last one, is going to be some rabbit strips. And I have some controversial opinions on cross-cut rabbit strips. I don't think you need them. I think they're sort of a scam to get you to buy more stuff. But this is how we're going to put the rabbit strips on, and I'm not going to complain about that anymore. So we're using the thread that's a bunch of threads together to make one thread, so we can flatten it down and we can like stab it with a pokey thing and separate it. And now we can take a piece of rabbit strip and we can poke it through there and let our threads go to where the threads are sandwiching it, and then we got to cut that hide off, and this is tricky. Okay, there we go, we got it. And get the rabbit as tight as possible, and then we're going to spin our bobbin and spin the thread. And you want to spin it till it looks like a mascara brush, or I don't know, looks like a bunch of rabbit fur on there. And some of the rabbit fur is going to come off, but that's okay. So we'll get my string back tight, and then we're going to wrap it, and it's going to look awesome when we wrap it. And I think we only need to do one on this one. Depending on how tight your cone is, you know, we only have to do one. So I'm going to put a couple of lashes there, and then I'm going to slick this stuff all back, and I'm going to tie it off with my crazy little thing. And I might do a video on how to do this tie off just alone, because it's pretty cool. Cinch that down, cut the string, and then I like to cut these tinsels about that long. But yeah, that's the Fluffer Nutter. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Fly Tying February. We'll have one next week as well. But thanks for watching. Give us a like, give us a comment. Tell me what your favorite fly is that you like to tie. And we'll see you next week. And thanks for watching.